Great.
Good? Okay, so today I'm actually going to ask all of you for your support and participation because we're really here for all of you guys, right? I'm here for you. It's your time. And I'm here to support every single one of us. So I'm going to say that being blind sucks, right? And I'm going to talk about how to not go blind and to have vision. But I first want to understand, like, what's the definition of blind? Does anybody know? Somebody participate?
Are we talking about the physical blindness or
So that could be anything.
psychological?
So that could be anything. So that's a broad question. What is it to be blind?
I think it's when someone is ignorant, that's a blind person. A physically blind person is not blind. I feel that blind, real physical blind person, they have different superior abilities. So ignorance are the most blindest people.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard over here. He says that being blind, he says it's actually not physical. It's actually not listening or being ignorant or open to ideas. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Anything else? What else does it mean to be blind?
To be unaware.
Unaware. Okay, what does that mean? What do you mean? Unaware.
Not knowing what's going on around you.
What's going on? You're like, where am I? What's going on? All right. Anything else in terms of not being aware?
No.
That's great.
You're missing something.
You're missing.
You're blind.
Okay. And what could that be in terms of missing? Like your hands, or what do you mean? Like,
There's something, there's something that you're missing. I don't even know that you would know you were missing it.
okay, that's true. So, and I think I can understand that in terms of sometimes in your life, maybe like abstractly, you could say, I feel like I'm missing out on something. Like whether it's doing something in life, maybe you're like, I'm missing out on a really good ice cream. But whatever that is, it could probably go in many, many ways, right? So I think that I appreciate that. Yes. Being blind, when I say being blind, it doesn't mean physically you can't see. So I actually came up with this topic because I was walking here from work. So this is where I'm being taped, but and I was talking to my company about an idea and an obstacle and challenges and how to grow your business. And in this company, they've only grown by 4%, which is not good. Considering competition is coming up, they want me to grow it by 123%, which is doable with the right tools, the right plan, the right strategy. But if you hire someone to come on board to make changes, you need to basically be open and you need to listen, right? So those are two things I'm going to want you guys to walk away with. Those two things: be open and listen. I went ahead and talked about it, and there was not open to the idea and wasn't listening. And I thought to myself, this is probably the obstacle in terms of why they haven't grown. And I was walking here, and I was like, gosh, he is so blind. It's so frustrating. And seriously, I was like, oh. So I walked in here, and I'm like, damn, I hope I'm not like a negative vibe here. But I'm keeping it real, because I know the last time it's like gushy and warm, which is awesome, but we get to go ahead, I get to talk about different things. And I wanted also to talk about really, if you can share a time when you felt like you were blind and you didn't see something, and you're like, why did I know? I was so blind. Is there an example someone can share with me that the time they felt like they were blind?
I think I'm always blind. So like in general, I usually focus on one thing, right? And then I kind of forget about the other things. So in high school, I was really into athletics, but then I didn't focus too much in school. And now in college, I'm really focused on school, but I'm not very out or I guess don't exercise very much.
Okay, so it sounds like your focus and your vision is on one thing, right? So you're laser focused on one thing, and that's okay. But it sounds like you also want to have a big picture of it and see basically a big picture of vision. So it sounds like you're still seeing, but you're saying that you're only what's it called? Like you don't have your peripheral view.
Narrowed, yeah, tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Okay, but you still see something though with tunnel vision, right? So okay, that's
Yeah.
great. That's great. No, I'm a positive person. So what else?
I think similar to him, I see not necessarily blind, but I think we all have blind spots. And so blind spots, you allow other people to help you when you're in your blind spot. Having conversation, having someone get you out of your ignorance is very helpful. So you're not all the way blind, but there's things that you may be good at or may not see, and other people might see something differently. And so that's why it's important to have relationships, to be around people, because they can help you develop that blind spot. So it's not that we can't see, there's just certain things that we don't see.
That's fantastic. I appreciate it. Great that we all have blind spots. That's awesome.
Sometimes it's purposeful blindness. You do it on purpose, to focus on something.
What's that?
Sometimes to focus on something, you go intentionally blind regarding other things. Yeah.
Great.
Sure. I am one of 4 girls, and I have 2 sisters who are significantly older than me. They're like almost 12 years and 8 years. And I've been in this leadership program, and we looked at Adler, which is about birth order and how your first role in life significantly impacts how you act in your future life. I didn't realize how much of my power I gave to my older sisters. It's like, okay, they're the leaders, I'm following, I'm following, I'm following, I'm following. Because, hey, what they say goes, right? Well, how many years have I not been in that family? You know, I'm in a family of my own, but it's like, I'm a full-fledged adult, like years and years worth. So why am I continuing to act like I'm the little kid?
Okay.
So it's taken a while, but you know, I'm getting there.
That sounds great. So sometimes we blindly do things, we don't even realize it. Sometimes I'm gonna go ahead and talk about really, sometimes for me, I will be sometimes being blind, I was being stubborn. People will tell you to do something, you're like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna listen. And maybe at the time you don't realize you're being blind, but that's why I'm talking about being open to people's ideas and really listening, because that's when you realize, when you really truly listen to someone, that actually breaks the barrier of actually being blind, right? So we talk about being blind, like more in terms of thinking, not being open, having those blind spots, but I also say like you can also be blind emotionally, where you kind of close yourself off. And I guess in a more personal say, I can talk about, I felt like for a while, that like my soul was dark and my soul was going blind. Really, seriously. I was a quiet person growing up, but at the same time, I was very unemotional. And just unemotional, I didn't want to talk my feelings, super tough. And so I never showed any other feelings. I never showed sad. I was never vulnerable. I was never open to sharing my feelings. Never open with who I was and other people. People thought I was always like tough all the time. And I didn't learn that. I didn't learn really how to be open, to truly listen to myself, what I wanted until down the road. And that's, you know, more I can talk to some stories. But I opened myself up when I met a friend, and she taught me more about, and I listened to her, she taught me more, and I listened to basically her feedback that it's okay to show vulnerability, to be sad, and to, you know, it's okay that you don't have to project as if you're strong all the time. So in that way, I felt like really like myself, deep down inside, became more open, and because I was open to listen to her, and open to really understand like what I wanted to do, and then I started listening. So I think a lot of things we're talking about is just really being able to move forward, whether it's to see the big picture. You already know that you need more open in terms of, you know, being focused on school and all those other things. You're open to it, right? And now you can listen to yourself. And the next thing be a create a plan. But you're already there, really. And so I would all just basically continue to really think about those blind spots and how to go ahead and get those mirrors in place, right? So I'm gonna finish off with a song. And it's by a woman named Beyonce. Do you guys know who Beyonce is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thanks so much, guys. You guys have a great night.